Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 100% guide. We have just steamrolled Maleficent, got Goofy an amazing new shield, and now it is time to pursue Riku deeper into the castle and save the princesses. And right now we're going to have to do something that's going to break my heart. We have to abandon our mage build. So we are basically at the point of no return now. If we go any further into the castle, we are going to enter the end game. And you'll remember that we actually collected Fire Glow, one of our last summon gems, from beating Maleficent. So we're going to be able to go over to the Fairy Godmother and get another summon. And then we're also going to get a brand new staff for Donald, which is going to be great. And we've also been picking up power crystals and bright crystals from the defenders and the wyverns and the wizards. So we're going to just hop quickly back to the synthesis shop and just make ourselves a few more accessories that we're able to build. But unfortunately, what's going to have to happen now is, realistically, if you're going to go any further in the story, you're going to end up stuck with entering the end game. So if any of the grinding, like where to grind the Heartless and how quick they are to defeat, if you go any further, you're going to end up with end game Heartless that are just a lot more difficult to beat up. But thankfully we have some shiny crystals. We're able to make the 3 stars accessory. Really powerful accessory when we take a look at it. We can also make ourselves a defense up. And now that we have, you know, over 20 things crafted, we should be able to unlock the next batch of items. But as you can see, 3 stars is resistance to all elemental damages, and yeah, it's just really good. And again, looking at our defender, our spoils of war, absolutely amazing. And we are just going to, what I need to take now is I need to take his items here. So we need to now respec Sora into a physical build. So we're getting our Titan chain off Goofy. We're taking, you know, anything that can up our dark defense. That's also really good. But we basically want strength, which the Ifrit belt gives a good boost to strength. We want our Titan bangle, giving a nice boost to our strength and our defense. So between Golem and those few other bits, now we basically need to swap our Keyblade to Olympia, one of our highest deflection, you know, really difficult to block Keyblades. And what we're going to basically take on is we're going to get rid of like tech boosts and maybe like a couple of other not so useful abilities on Sora. Like Ripple Drive isn't going to be that good, and what we can put on is we can put on Ars Arcanum, and we can also put on Combo Master, which is actually a really good ability. So if you want, you can definitely take off Tech Plus and equip Combo Master then down the bottom. So we're not going to be doing many air combos, but essentially once you've Combo Master, Combo Pluses, Counter Attack would actually be a really good one as well. I don't equip Counter Attack, unfortunately, but that's basically going to be a really good set of items going forward. Now, what you're seeing here is that basically I had beaten Riku the first time, and then I had a crash. So you'll notice that Combo Master isn't active. It's because I didn't equip Combo Master this time. But I skipped the cutscene the last time, so I'm doing my best so you guys can have the cutscene. But the setup that I showed earlier, that's the setup for the boss fight you're going to see. But for those that have played Kingdom Hearts 1 on the OG PS2, where there was no skipping of cutscenes, you would have watched this cutscene. Well, sorry, I shouldn't speak for myself. I know this cutscene verbatim because I've lost so many times to Riku.
Kairi, Kairi, It's no use. That girl has lost her heart. She cannot wake up.
What? You're not Riku?
The keyhole cannot be completed, so long as the last Princess of Heart still sleeps.
The princess? Kairi's a princess?
Yes. And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakened.
Whoever you are, let Riku go! Give him back his heart!
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
What's...
Don't you see yet? The princess's heart is responding. It has been there all along. Kairi's heart rests within you.
No.
Kairi's inside me?
I know all that there is to know.
Tell me, who are you?
It is I, Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness.
Such a good plot twist. Although if we were reading the Ansem reports from the beginning, kind of obvious that he was evil.
So, I shall release you now, Princess. Complete the keyhole with your power. Open the door. Lead me into everlasting darkness.
Sora!
And now Kairi coming through.
Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart.
So Kairi's heart's within us. That's why we're hallucinating her an awful lot of the time. But basically, for this fight, you're going to want to just use your Ars Arcanum, which you learned from Captain Hook. And since Olympia has such a high recoil, if you actually had counterattack, you'd be able to counter a lot more often. So that's an even better way. But if Riku ever enters that mode of like, now witness true power, you can get a free Ars Arcanum off, which is great. And obviously, since we've been grinding against the Agaricus and, you know, the black fungi earlier in the game, we are beefy in our stats, and we've gotten all the rewards from the clock tower, so we've gotten a few extra strength ups. And we're just about finished now, but realistically, just keep on the assault. Have the items that we can equip, like Titan, and that's it done. Really not a bad boss fight, but can be a lot more difficult if you don't spec your Keyblade and your build towards strength. That's a really good ability. We can look at that later.
The keyhole!
It won't work. The keyhole's not finished yet.
What can we do?
Maybe we gotta go wake Kairi up.
I think you're right. If we can free her heart. But how? A keyblade that unlocks people's hearts. I wonder.
Sora?
This just goes to show how selfless Sora is. Like, without hesitation. Just like,
Sora, hold on!
if this unlocks hearts, and Kairi's heart is in my heart, we can just unlock my heart. And that's all the 6 other princesses' hearts. Alice, Jasmine, Belle, Aurora, Snow White, and Cinderella. And now there's Kairi's heart. And with Kairi now being here, the keyhole is unlocked.
Sora! What's happening to me? Falling into darkness. Sora? Are you really? No, he can't be. I won't let him go!
So, you have awakened at last, Princess. The keyhole is now complete. You have served your purpose, but now it's over.
Do you think we can stop him all by ourselves? I don't know.
Impossible. No. You won't use me for this.
Riku!
You've got to run. The heartless are coming.
Uh-oh. But yeah, we are in trouble. Ansem has now completed the keyhole. He's taken over Riku's body. Sora's gone.
What about the keyhole? Let's just get out of here.
And this was so cool when I first played it. I was like, wait a second, what? And yeah, Sora is now a heartless. And you get to run around as a little shadow. And what's even cuter is that the actual jump animations, everything is actually how the shadows move and jump. Like in the wild, I want to say, but you know what I mean? Like in like the actual gameplay. Like when you watch a shadow running around and jumping and attacking, this is how they actually move. I always wished you could go into like 2D mode. That would have been cool because they always like shrink into the ground. But we've rescued the princesses. They all have their hearts back, so they should be released. Ansem is like controlling Riku. That is not the vibe we want. But Riku has managed to like hold back Ansem's influence and let us escape. But now Sora as a heartless still has some semblance of who he is and is just in pursuit of his friends. So, as I say, really interesting thing is like for things like the save point, for things like, you know, the crystal pillars, a lot of them don't work for Shadow Sora. But if you just jump down here, because you've ended up in the lower area, you're able to just touch the thing for the elevator there. Only time you'll see a heartless in an elevator. But not to diminish the heroism, but couldn't they have just taken Kairi away and then given her back her heart at a later stage so she didn't activate the keyhole? Anyway, I get to voice act, guys. Kairi, hurry! I can't leave with them behind. I can't read, it seems. I can't leave them behind. We can't stay here. A heartless is after us. Yes, it is truly terrifying. The one lone shadow waddling over. I'll take care of him. Well, Donald, you've not been healing me this whole time, and now you're willing to, like, try and kill me as a heartless. I knew it was always never for me.
Sora? Is that you? This time I'll protect you.
And like Donald, we all know you could have Thundared and destroyed all of those Heartless in one Thunder move, but instead, no. No, you're going to leave Kairi to die, making Sora's sacrifice for nothing.
Kairi, thank you. Sora!
And he's back.
Go now!
Come with us.
I told you before, I'm not leaving without Belle. Now go! The Heartless are coming.
All right. Let's get out of here.
And we make our way back to Traverse Town. But that was wild.
Tell me what happened. So the darkness is flowing out of that keyhole.
No wonder there are more and more Heartless everywhere. The only way to stop them is...
Seal the keyhole, right?
Maybe, but no one knows what will happen once it's sealed.
Well, we can't just stay here. We have to do something. I've got a friend back there.
That's right. You have one more friend to worry about. Riku's Keyblade must have been born of the captive princess's hearts. Just like that keyhole you saw. Of course, without Kairi's heart, it remained incomplete. Once that Keyblade was destroyed, the princess's hearts should have been freed. Don't worry, Sora. If anyone can save your friend, you can.
Right, so let's do first things first, get back to our magic orientated build immediately. But yeah, it's wild. So Kairi was with us all along. That's why we had all of those, you know, hallucinations of her and like seeing her in different places and whatnot. Now, what's interesting as well is that obviously Sora has become a Heartless, and then Kairi's power as like a Princess of Heart has like restored him from darkness to a Heartless, which is quite neat. And Kairi's now just in the vacant house. She can just chill out there. And she's saying, even when you were Heartless, I still knew it was you. So that's hella wholesome. But as of this moment, and this is where Aerith was like, oh, there's different Heartless everywhere. As of this moment, the Heartless are now much more difficult, and the spawn rate of Heartless has changed dramatically. So no longer do we have the little like shadows and soldiers that die in one hit. We now have the defenders everywhere, the dark balls everywhere. And so for hunting down things like red nocturnes, and look at this. This was so annoying because I was like, oh my god, I got like a second defender shield. What the heck? Like one episode with Maleficent, get the defender shield. Another episode, end up getting a second defender shield. And I get too greedy and get KO'd. So I just wanted to leave it in there to be like, I did get 2 defender shields. That's like unbelievably crazy good luck. But unfortunately, I had too much hubris and didn't just gravity all the bad guys and didn't put up my arrows. So, you know, just because I was OP for the previous stuff doesn't mean I can just afford to be super careless going forward, because yeah, he's they're not playing around, and it's going to take a lot more levels to get us up to scratch. But what is good is that we're basically getting way more EXP, like running around Traverse Town now. We're getting 84 and like 250 EXP, and we got another bright crystal. That's huge. That's really clutch. So remember, use gravity for these guys with the big HP. And like that, because we picked the Nightfall route, because we ended up picking in the beginning where it's like, does your journey begin at dawn, midday, or nightfall? We're going to see our levels start skyrocketing because 1, we're getting way more EXP. 2, when it gets past level 50, we're getting levels in more quick succession anyway. So because I got that bright crystal and I had that crash, or that losing with a continue, I'm going to just save, and then we have to go talk to Sid, and Sid's like, listen, maybe it's best to leave that world alone, but we're like, listen, doesn't matter, we're gonna face off and save all the other princesses and stuff. And he basically gives us a gummy block that he used to escape Hollow Bastion the first time. And Sid has hidden it in the secret waterway. And then he's like, I can't believe a kid's going to be using it. But as we say, just glide on over to the alleyway shortcut. Fight your way through some wizards and dark balls and make your way into the secret waterway. And then we have a really touching cutscene with Kairi. And then I'm pretty sure that's just going to be it for this episode, guys. As I say, between fighting Dragon Maleficent, fighting Riku, turning into a Heartless, it's all just been a lot for our poor old Sora. But we're about to get my favourite Keyblade, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, it's just a really sweet cutscene now, so I will let that play.
Story, right?
That's right. We were together.
You know what's funny? I looked everywhere for you, but you were with me all along. Finally, we're together, Kairi. Now, it's time to get Riku back.
You think it'll ever be the same again between us? Riku's lost his...
When I turned into a Heartless, you saved me, remember? I was lost in the darkness. I couldn't find my way. As I stumbled through the dark, I started forgetting things. My friends, who I was. The darkness almost swallowed me. But then I heard a voice. Your voice. You brought me back.
I didn't want to just forget about you, Sora. I couldn't.
That's it. Our hearts are connected. And the light from our hearts broke through the darkness. I saw that light. I think that's what saved me. No matter how deep the darkness, a light shines within. I guess it's more than just a fairy tale.
Well, let's go.
You can't go.
Why not?
Because it's way too dangerous.
Come on, Sora. We made it this far by sticking together. You can't go alone.
Kairi, even if we're apart, we're not alone anymore, right?
I can't help?
You'd kind of be in my way.
Okay. You win. Take this. It's my lucky charm. Be sure to bring it back to me.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise?
Promise.
Don't ever forget. Wherever you go, I'm always with you.
So we get Oathkeeper and an achievement, but you're going to have to put up my voice acting for a little bit because we have an unvoiced cutscene. Sora? Kairi? I'm sorry. Is this the afterworld? I'm not ready, not yet. Not until I can see Sora and Kairi one last time. Riku, can you hear me? Haha. I'll be there soon. Who is that? I have the other Keyblade. The one that belongs to this world. I've been trying to get through to you, haha. But the darkness has her heart kept me away. Who are you? What happened to me? Your heart won the battle against the darkness, but it was too late for your body. That's why you're here. In the place of darkness where hearts are gathered. So what should I do? The door of darkness will open soon, but it's a door that we can't enter. It has to be closed from both sides. To do this, you need 2 keys and 2 hearts. Maybe you're here for the same reason I am. Maybe it was fate. Fate, huh? You seem to know everything, don't you? Then tell me. Are Sora and Kairi okay? Don't you feel the echoes of their hearts? You already know the answer. Look inside your own heart. And that's going to be today's episode, guys. Have a good one.